Tonight I'm going to build this Lego Animal Crossing set, the Blathers Museum Collection. So this is the last Animal Crossing set that I have not yet built. So let's open it up and start building. The reason that I chose this set because it's small, because I'm not fully recovered, so it's pretty late and I don't want to be disrupted by other matters. So this is just the right set for me to maybe have some cut off, so I'm not going to finish building this tonight, but as a fan of the theme, or the license, is definitely a set that I want, but also it's not the set that I'm that excited about, just because the set itself, I would say, is somewhat disappointing. But anyway, getting sick is not fun. And then normally I will have videos planned and stuff, so in case something happens, I'm able to continue. But anyway, we've got 8 bags here, so I'm not sure how much I can go through, but just start with bag 1. So anyway, I'm back, but because of out sick and first thing, the good thing is, check out the legs. It doesn't seem to be any fractures, so it's just some tear, either the tendon or the muscle, but it's heading the right way. So it's still bothering me, but we'll just wait and see. But the whole getting sick is the worst thing. Anyway, let's see how much I can progress today. So I think I'm gonna have like 20-25 minutes to do, so let's see how much I can progress. But this is the set featuring the villager, the frog villager, Lily, which is a new mode, which is pretty cool. It's always good to get a new villager, but anyway, but because the kids also sick, so I don't know, coughing too much. So hopefully it doesn't. Anyway, how come did I chose the wrong for the wrong piece? Anyway, so we're building some of the terrains. I see when it's a good cut-off point. I really don't know. Anyway, having a few days without video, not any updates, a brief update, just telling people that hey, I'm not going to update anything. Had me thinking a little bit. What should I just stop, because there are some upcoming plans in life that would probably what's that affect my schedule. So there will be some family members visiting, which means yeah, I will not have the freedom to film videos and stuff. So just need to work out the schedule. So maybe even I'm not sick, then there will be times where I'm just not going to have any videos loading up. So that's one thing. What's the other thing? I really don't know. But it's just in general, the health really struggling to recover. Basically, I have planned to clean up, but the days I took that annual leave, basically I was staying in bed and then spend the remaining night trying to get through as much as possible. If you have seen one of the short video, you can see things kind of tidy up quite a lot. That also means some of the sets I really want to what's that want to be, well, basically I have a couple of sets that I actually plan to build next not part of the stacking, but also end up in a situation where, you know, there are things that I might want to build next, but now it's unreachable. But anyway, but yeah, general just health. Every time I do this, I have to spend quite late in the evening. It just the negative spiral. Um, there are a couple of times before I got sick that I feel like I'm gonna collapse or something like that. But not to do with this, but it's just like you see, there are a couple of it's not just about lacking sleep. There are like also stuff gonna happening around you that it's all compound together. But anyway, but you might understand what I'm saying. And I'm really struggling to talk today. I had a thought maybe I just leave this weekend completely, no update at all. But I also want to build Lego anyway, so I have this now. Yeah. But anyway, I have been thinking. I know, like, I recently did a poll, and people still prefer daily updates. But I think I might not able to continue to do daily updates. I might need to tone down a little bit, rethink what this means. Maybe I have just lost my way a little bit because the intent is not to exponentially grow the channel. So yeah, just really intend to give me some motivation to not just buy and not open stuff. But I guess I went the other way and then keep opening stuff, which caused some mess as well. So maybe it's time to rethink. But until then, I might have just less, I guess, push to have daily update, maybe because I would not able to keep daily update in a few weeks time anyway, unless I spend like some evening and making a lot of stock footage. But anyway, there are a couple of videos that I am planning to make. Of course, going through the modular Malfoy manga. That is a video that I'm not planning just do a quick review or something like that. So try to think about how to present that as well and talk about. So that's why it's taking a little bit of time. But yeah, so those are things that definitely I'm gonna do. And because of some of the constraint, I'm not able to what's that? Build some of the bigger set. I do plan to build the Arkham Asylum and also the Black Pearl. So those are the two big set coming next. And also there's one another custom model that I'm planning to build. So here we are. We got this here. We just need to set the fish. It's funny how the fish, there's nothing to lock the fish down. And they just place it here, which sometimes I don't really like. Why? Because when you move the set around, you're gonna lose it. But anyway, I'll just place the minifigure here. So we have a small island. This particular section itself could be its own set, to be honest. But anyway, got back one done. Let's just move on to back 2. I think back 2 is the so what? Back 2 is the Triceratops. fossil. Do I need to get to? I'm not sure if I want to get back because that my intention is to finish the 3 separate sessions and do the museum separately in a separate video. But anyway, I like this terrain. I guess my disappointment is just more like, you know, compared to like other Animal Crossing location. Even in game, it appears to be small, but inside it's huge. So like maybe it's a perception thing that, you know, because of the target audience for or target consumer for Animal Crossing theme, so they can set the price too high, not make it too complicated. So this is, you know, the much more simpler way to recreate the museum. They try to fit as much as possible. I'll see how I rate it, but in terms of, you know, just the set kind of display value is like, nah, the other Animal Crossing set is much better. But anyway, because of that, you know, the current situation that I need to kind of speed up and try to get this done. And we've got another very nice printed tile. And once I get this done, then I think it's time to upload. Maybe I will build a fountain as well, but I think that's pretty much all I can do tonight. And I don't have that much energy to talk anyway. So despite being sick, I actually, but you know, if you're aware, the Bricklink design program, so Series 6 just kicked off earlier this week. This is an alarm. There's, you know, the Wolfpack, that particular castle, is something that I like, and I know that that's going to be popular. That's why I said it. Well, because I was sick, so I'm not actually getting any sleep. So I still set a alarm to get that. A little bit heavy traffic, but managed to get this in. I think the price is a lot cheaper than I originally thought. So managed to order one. I also managed to manage, but unfortunately order the art factory, because originally so it's just like massive facade, and it turns out that you can actually fold it into a corner modular. So that's why I end up purchasing that one as well. So, you know, as you know, those set, you're not gonna get them anytime soon. So until, I guess, 6 months later, just making sure that I have saved enough money for those. But yeah, and yeah, been a little bit crazy, but I think that's pretty much all the Bricklink design program, like the new series. Yeah, I think the next one is really only the sushi restaurant that I will also get, and other than that, I will see what get picked in the other series. But other than that, really are the the only two set that I can interested to get. Actually, there's also within the Animal Crossing theme. It's actually the most complex one. Is it Triceratops? Does it have like spiky spine? I don't recall though. Okay, and then we'll go here. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, and then back 3 is to finish up the skull. So back 4. Oops. There's some bricks gonna just went rogue. So yeah, this is probably the most creator expert feel set from. I think because everyone is focusing on the museum, which looks, underwhelming at times. But once you get to the fossil itself, then it's like very, very, very detailed. Okay, I think this would fit any Jurassic World or Jurassic Park or any other museum that you might have. Okay. Interesting using the shelf, like the clam shell, for for the skull. That's actually pretty cool. See, despite some of the set um might feel like a bit underwhelmed, but there's still highlight to it. So this is actually pretty cool. And now we just need to build the lake. I think this is the last one. Is it? Okay. This one's a little bit hard to so it's not actually touching the. Okay. What's next then? All right. Why can't I just do 4 then? Doesn't seem to be anything different. The exact same build. So that now I guess maybe because of the target audience age. So there's always that thing. Okay. How I'll get to this. Okay. The next thing will be having the flowers. One. Let's just have all this connected. We need 6 of this. We need what kind of flower it is, I don't know. I'm not a botanist, but I think I need to stop because the next one I thought I could do the fountain, and unfortunately, I will have to stop after this one, so that because if I start the next one, I'll start like building part of the museum. It may be a much longer video than intended, or it will, I will have much risk of having disruption. So, and also I'm not 100%, so I should finish this up and go to bed early as well. So that's also the plan. But anyway, we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 next time. I don't think it will take that long, but I'm also glad I didn't end up doing a speed build video. But here we are. We've got a nice section and also a very nice fossil. done. But I think tonight, I think it's time to call it a day. So good night.